Welcome to Japan!
We made it to the last new country of our Asian tour. 8 days in Japan in April.
What did we see? Where did we go?
And did we make it for cherry blossom season?
That and more coming up, so let's get into the video.
Let's go.
I'm Craig.
And I'm Lucinda. Hey, we sold everything.
And we retired early.
And now we're traveling the world.
So subscribe and follow along.
Because you never know what we're going to get up to. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
So we flew in from South Korea, and we actually flew into Osaka because that was the closest airport to get to Kyoto. Now we were recommended just to take the train to get to Kyoto, and it was JR Haruka Express.
It was so simple to find and to get on. 84 bucks for 2 people.
Next stop, Kyoto. And it wasn't a high-speed train, but boy, it went
fast.
quick. 1 hour later, we're in Kyoto.
You end up in the big central station of Kyoto.
And it's so busy
It's
there.
so busy. The hardest part was finding our way out of the station, but we did. And then it was just a short bit to our hotel.
20 minutes later, this is the hotel we ended up at. Okay, here's our hotel room in Kyoto.
We'll come in and see what we got here.
So Kyoto, Japan. Here's our hotel room. And everything over here is a little bit smaller and a little more expensive.
That's right.
But we're here.
And we do have a bathroom.
Travel tip. Starting July 2025, Japan's going to be implementing a dual pricing system for tourists versus residents to try and curb over-tourism. So if you're a budget-minded traveler, watch out for that.
The hotel we stayed at in Kyoto was called the Machiya Ibisua, and the reason we picked it, like most places that we pick, is because it was a good location to walk to a lot of different things we wanted to see. The first place that we went to was the Asaka Shrine. This is in the Gion district. This district dates back to the year 656. 656. The main place that we went to there was the Maruyama Park, and the star attraction in this park is this beautiful, enormous weeping cherry tree. Because we did make it there for cherry blossom season, we saw lots of people having their pictures taken, and so many of them were dressed in their beautiful dress kimonos. So gorgeous. A wedding couple, other young couples, beautiful young women, families, children. It was just the cherry on top of a cherry blossom sundae to see all these people in their beautiful kimonos. Absolutely stunning.
Over the next couple of days in Kyoto, here's a number of things we saw. One of the first ones was this Higashi Hong Anji Temple. I hope I pronounced that right.
Higashi Hong Anji Temple.
This temple was built in 1658, and it's actually one of the world's largest wooden structures. It was pretty amazing to walk through the middle of that.
Enormous. The pieces of wood were enormous.
And just outside of there, just a couple blocks away, was these gardens, and I know I can't pronounce this one.
The Shosein Gardens.
And we hit it on a really nice day. It was a great walk around that park.
Yeah, it was nice. One of the longest walks that we took was to get to a walk, which was the Philosopher's Path. This is a stone path that follows a canal on both sides of the canal, and it's lined with cherry trees, so it was very busy and very beautiful at this point when we were there. I guess, I don't know, a lot of
this time of year, it's a real tourist hotspot.
There was a lot of philosophers there taking pictures.
On another day, we went to the Niho Castle. Now, this is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it's one of 17 in Kyoto alone.
Yeah, the 17 antique heritage sites in Kyoto. It's amazing.
Now, this one was built in 1624. Originally, it was a shogun castle.
Yeah, that's where the shoguns had their power when they were in charge of even the emperor.
And it was a huge property. It takes quite a while to walk around the whole thing, but it was really interesting.
Okay, we couldn't go to Japan and not check out some samurai or ninja stuff for our son Cooper. All right, so we found the Kyoto Samurai and Ninja Museum, and it was super fun to go in there. First, we got to dress up as samurai and stage some pictures, and then we walked through the museum, and it was actually really, really interesting. The young guide that we had was a young woman, and she was really knowledgeable, and they had it really well laid out. I really recommend it. We learned so much. I did not know that samurais and ninjas happened at the same time. And we also got to throw the shurikens, which are the throwing stars. Not real ones, just rubber ones, but we're all throwing in one direction, so that was good. And Craig was actually, he won the competition. He was the best thrower. So he got to keep a rubber throwing star, a rubber shuriken, that we proudly gave to Cooper when we got home.
In an area that was actually pretty close to our hotel was the Nishiki Market. We went there a few times, and this is some of the things we saw there.
We had a big thing to do here in Japan was because, of course, both our kids are big fans of Nintendo. Welcome to Nintendo Kyoto. So we had to check out the Nintendo store, and Jake's girlfriend Renee is a huge Studio Ghibli fan. That's the animation studio by Hayao Miyazaki that made movies like Spirited Away and My Neighbor Totoro. And so I hunted this market for Pokemon, Nintendo, and Studio Ghibli stuff with some success. So I'm proud to say that happened.
We also went by this sushi restaurant that we had to go into, and it was a sushi train. So that was something new for me.
Yeah.
Trying something new. This is grilled eel.
It was very cool because we could see the chef making the sushi in the back, and then they just put the plates out and they go around in a circle and around past all the people, and you pick up what you want, and they charge you by the plates that you take.
And not too far from there, where they sell a lot of produce and foods and meats. Everything. We found a little bar and we made some new friends
because
there.
It was very busy in the Nishiki Market, and we did a lot of walking, and it was very hot, so we saw cheap beer. So we went in there in a very small bar and we made some new friends, and that's where Craig tried some new things.
Japanese rice sake.
Okay, Craig, what are you trying?
I'm trying a new thing.
Let's see it. Oh my goodness. Don't name it. Is it good? You like it?
Something's a bit fishy.
Oh, now you're trying something else new.
Yeah.
What have you got there?
Here's the next thing. We got a wooden bowl of sake. I've never had this before. It's actually pretty good. Now we just learned something else.
This is a new thing that I just learned. You take a little pinch of salt, put it on the corner. That's even better.
Japanese style. Time to leave Kyoto and head to Tokyo, but first, we heard about this place. It's supposed to be a robot hotel. Let's go and take a look.
And they bow too. Hello.
Now off to the Kyoto station to grab the high-speed bullet train. I think it's called the Shinkansen train. Today we're in Kyoto.
And we're going to Tokyo on a high-speed bullet train. Let's go. Like,
now tickets are easy to buy at the train station, and we found out that's about the best price to get them is right there. And they were about $364 for the two of us to go from Kyoto to Tokyo. Kyoto to Tokyo in 2 hours.
It went by so fast.
Now let's go find the hotel. Here's our hotel room in Tokyo, Japan.
Hi, come on in. Come on in and turn around. That's kind of what you need to do in Japan.
Yeah, this is it. It's a little tighter than what we're used to, but it's all good.
There is a bathroom and there is a bathtub, so that's nice. Yeah, looks great. Greg, welcome to Tokyo. I see you got a little desk there.
This is the kitchen table.
Yeah. Well, you think yours is small. Take a look at my desk and chair.
Okay, now that you're sitting at your desk.
I don't want to veer into the bedroom over here. We were just talking about how much this room costs, and here's some perspective for you. Here in Tokyo, this was a budget room at $350 a night. Yep, that's why we're only doing 2 nights. And think about those beautiful rooms that we had in Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, right, Craig?
Yeah.
However, in this one, we got jammies. They gave us jammies to wear, so, and we each have our own bed. Lucy and Ricky beds. It's all good.
What can you see in Tokyo with just one full day?
Well, we had to walk over to the Imperial Palace and see the beautiful buildings and the gorgeous grounds outside.
And then we went by the Tokyo Stock Exchange, but I couldn't get in.
As we were walking there, I saw a post for something called the Pokemon Center, which I had to go check out. Our son Cooper has been a fan of Pokemon since he was a young kid, and so man, did we luck out with the stuff we saw there.
Then we went back to the Tokyo station because we've got public transit to get to.
Shibuya Crossing. That's the busiest pedestrian intersection in the world where everybody crosses at once, and there's also traffic goes through it too.
There is so much to see and do there with all the shopping and the restaurants. And of course, there's always a pub there somewhere.
And we had a great restaurant that night. It was definitely worth the wait.
Okay, thanks for following along on our adventure in Southeast Asia this past winter. This was the last stop on that trip.
We did pop back to Thailand for Songkran and a cheaper flight home. So, Craig, could you put a link to that right
Okay.
here somewhere?
Anyhow, stay tuned. Our next big adventure starts
September 15th!
this year.